Then, the sacrifice. "Help! Someone, anyone! Please help me!" A roar of thunder drowned out Luke's cries. Step by stumbled step, the strangers dragged him across the bay. A rope had been tied around his wrists, and with every tug he looked up at the strangers that held his leash. Robed and hooded, they appeared ghostly in the moonlight. "Who are you? Where are you taking me?" No answer. There were 3 of them in all, 2 men and a woman. Normal human beings, Luke assumed, though he could not be sure. For 13 years he had grown up surrounded by tales of wicked creatures who preyed upon the young, the weak and the helpless. Luke shuddered. Perhaps these people were the same monsters from his bedtime stories. Perhaps there really were such things as demons. The group struggled across the rocks, keeping as close as possible to the cliffs. Luke tried once more to wrench himself free, but the man, the demon, that held him was strong. He could not escape. By the time they reached the cave, he was shivering and soaked to the bone. Crowd and Sorrow had an entrance the size of a cathedral doorway and reached back farther than the eye could see. Time and again Luke had been told never to come here. The cavern had a dark, dripping mouth, and the stalactites that hung behind its upper lip looked like a set of razor-sharp teeth. The group came to a halt just inside the mouth of the cave. Water fell from those fang-like rocks and dripped onto Luke's head. Icy trickles ran down his neck and along his spine. The cloaked figures gathered around him. The tall man spoke up. "Let it be done here." "Very well," the woman said, her words heavy with despair. "I just pray that we're still in time, that his blood will be enough." "We're sure that there is no other way?" asked the third figure, a man small and stooped. "You know that if we do this and we are no better than the Coven and their demons, we should keep our hands clean." Luke felt sick with horror. "We have no other choice. We must act now, or the world will fall into darkness." The sky boomed. The sea shrieked. "Just a moment and let's discuss this," the little man said. "There is nothing left to discuss," the woman said. "Can't you feel it in the air? The Devontide is upon us. The blood, all of it this time, is the only way to stop it. And next time? What will we do then?" "We have a generation to ponder that question," the tall man said. "But only if we do this now, tonight. Proceed, sister." The woman withdrew a long, curved knife from her cloak. The blade shimmered in the moonlight. Luke began to understand what was about to happen. "You can't!" He fought against the hands that held him. "Let me go!" "Turn him around," the woman instructed. An arm locked across Luke's chest. A hand cupped his forehead and pulled his head back. He saw the knife flash before his eyes. "Please!" 3 voices rose up from behind him in a sing-song chant. "Hobaran, elder of elders, showed us the light, and so we fight against the darkness. Let us spill the Finder's blood. Finder's blood to seal the door. Finder's blood to vanquish evil. Finder's blood to hold back the Devontide." Luke could not look at the knife. His gaze swept out of the cave and into the bay. He could make out movement on the cliff tops. 2 figures stood side by side, staring down into the dark entrance of Crowd and Sorrow. The children's coats whipped about them as they staggered against the wind. The boy held his sister close, comforting her. "Adam!" Luke cried. "Joanna!" The knife swept across his throat. Pain as bright as lightning etched itself behind his eyes. He could feel the coolness of the blade, the sting of its brilliant edge. Blood steamed the night air, and Luke fell to his knees. Sliver by sliver, the pain slipped away. As his life left Luke Seward, the wind streamed into the cave and back out again. The murderers in their cavern, the children on the cliff top, and the people of Hobaran's Hollow, snug in their beds, heard it as a low, mournful howl.